Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast. And, since Stephen A. Smith has been doing the Stephen A. Smith show, he's been covering a lot of topics outside of sports and cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he wants to show that he knows more than sports. He goes into politics and just, general commentary on just social things going on, just with celebrities and whatnot, right? So, totally fine. But he still works for ESPN, and look, is he pushing the boundaries? You know what I'm saying? I mean, recently on his podcast that he did, he also talked about Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, the whole family situation, Ray J. And look, he posted a tweet. I'm not going to post it because I'm not trying to get demonetized, man. YouTube be mad sensitive, but in this sake, he questioned, is Kim a pros or is her mom, Kris, a PIM? You know what I'm saying? So he was doing that to basically promote his up and coming episode, his recent live stream. And, he took it down, and when I watched that segment in the episode, to be fair, I mean, look, he raises a valid point, right? They mentioned about that famous tape with Ray J, and that based in this video, wasn't aware of this, but I'm just getting off the show because I don't really dig too deep into that type of stuff. But apparently, Kim's mom had watched multiple versions of this tape before deciding on which one to release. And that posed a question because really he's referring to Candace Owens' statements that she made way back regarding this situation with Kim and her mom and Ray J and that whole scenario with the tape. So he was like, well, Kim was young, but if Kim's mom signed off on it, does that make Kim's mom a PIM? You know what I'm saying? And I understood what he was getting at, you know what I'm saying? And he had a sister, Stephen A. had a sister on the show, so they were talking about it. And ultimately she agreed with Stephen A. And when Stephen A. had made that tweet, I mean, Pat Bev had chimed in, or at least, comments on that, saying that, this is basically like, this is disrespectful. She's a mother. So out of all people, Pat Bev comes in wearing the cape. But yeah, so, ESPN is in a tricky situation with Stephen A. Smith. Right now they need him, but how long are they going to put up with this? I mean, look, I think it's fair for Stephen A. to do what he wants to do on his platform, and free speech and all that stuff. Clearly on YouTube it's a little tough with free speech. It's really not free as you think, obviously, but when it comes to talking about these situations, I mean, I think he's free to talk about it. However, he's still getting his check cut from Disney. You know what I'm saying? And look, when he makes tweets like this, and obviously there was no I don't think there was any context before that tweet. You know what I'm saying? So just to put that out there and as a question tweet or whatever, still is kind of like, huh? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Kim is a big name. She's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? And Stephen A. has a massive following as well. Does ESPN want their brand associated with that? You know what I'm saying? Particularly that tweet and who that person is, and Kim and whatnot. So, I mean, look, Stephen A. towing that line for sure, pushing that envelope. You know what I'm saying? I know he's trying to, expand his branding, and that's why he has this whole YouTube platform, so he can do topics like this. But again, the majority of his money is coming from Walt Disney. So very interesting going forward with Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that ESPN really didn't like him when he tweeted out that he had support for former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie, Republican governor. So I mean, he hasn't done anything flagrant, but I mean, I can imagine that, the bosses at Disney or at ESPN are kind of scratching their head and probably having some second thoughts about trying to promote his YouTube platform. And also, is there's some level of control going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Do they tell Stephen A, hey, you know what I'm saying, what you talking about on your show, you know what I'm saying, that's not cool, you know, reel it in, you know what I'm saying? Because Stephen A said the whole point is that he doesn't want this show really to be affiliated, this YouTube show not to be affiliated with ESPN. And I guess he's able to work that in his contract, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's kind of hard to, like, you see Stephen A. Smith, you automatically think ESPN. So whatever you say off of ESPN airwaves, like, it's always going to be tied back to you. Did you hear what ESPN First Take Stephen A. Smith said about this person, that topic, right? So yeah, so anyways, let me know what y'all think about Stephen A. Smith and just kind of basically where he's at in terms of pushing that envelope and what he talked about with Kim and Ray J and Kim's mom. Not that, look, for that situation specifically, I mean, I think he's right, but again, you know, just how he came about it, I just thought it was kind of odd, especially in that initial tweet that he had to take down. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.